Try to remember how long summer vacation felt when you were 8 years old. Those 10 weeks stretched out like an entire lifetime. Now a whole year disappears while you're still writing last year's date on things. It isn't nostalgia, and it isn't your imagination. Your brain genuinely measures time differently as you age, and science knows why. The first clue came from a French philosopher more than a century ago. Paul Janet noticed that every year is a smaller slice of your whole life. When you're 5, 1 year is a fifth of everything you have ever known. By 50, that same year is just 2%. Mathematically, each new year really is smaller relative to the life it's added to. But the math is only the beginning of the story. Your brain has no stopwatch inside. It reconstructs time from memory. Looking back, a stretch of time feels long if it's crowded with new memories. And it feels short if your brain filed it under nothing new happened. Childhood is a fire hose of firsts, and every single one gets recorded. First bike, first friend, first snow, first heartbreak, first everything. Each first gets deluxe storage in your memory. Adulthood, meanwhile, runs on repeat. Same commute, same desk, same dinner, same shows. Your brain compresses all those repeated days into a single thumbnail. 1,000 similar mornings get stored as basically one morning. So when you look back, entire years feel like a few short scenes. Psychologists call one version of this the holiday paradox. A vacation races by while you're living it. But afterward, it feels huge in memory because it minted so many new moments. A boring week does the opposite. Slow to live through, but vanish by Friday. Remember, time isn't measured in hours. It's measured in novelty. And there's a third layer. Your hardware is changing too. In 2019, Duke professor Adrian Bejan proposed a physical explanation. As we age, our neural networks grow larger and more complex. Signals must travel longer paths at slower speeds across that web. So the brain captures fewer mental frames per second than it did in childhood. A child's brain is basically shooting in slow motion, drinking in snapshot after snapshot. Fewer frames recorded means less footage, and a year feels like it flew. Your internal clock's chemistry shifts with age too. The brain's timing circuits run partly on dopamine, which declines as we get older. In one experiment, people were asked to count off 3 minutes in their heads. People in their early 20s nailed it almost to the second. For people over 60, 3 minutes took closer to 3 minutes 40. Their inner clock ticked slower, so real time raced ahead of it. Add all of this up, and a strange inversion appears. The most comfortable, frictionless life produces the fastest disappearing years. A life optimized for routine quietly deletes itself from memory, which means the speed of your time is partly a choice. You can't add hours to the year, but you can add density. Novelty is the brake pedal on subjective time. New places, new people, new skills. Each one plants a marker your brain keeps. Even small firsts count, like a new route, a new dish, a conversation you'd normally skip. Paying attention works too. Time expands when you truly notice the moment you're in. It's why the scariest seconds of your life felt like whole minutes afterward. Your brain records danger and novelty in high definition. So childhood summers really were longer, and the only place time exists for you. The years aren't speeding up because your time is running out. They're speeding up because the days stopped giving your brain anything worth keeping. The summers weren't longer. You were newer. Go be new at something again and watch a year slow down.